Welcome to Same Spit Different Face podcast. Well, my opinions is facts, and if you don't like my opinions, you can start your own podcast. And it's free, so don't forget to click the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell. Also, my Cash App and Hip Hop Artist of the Week in the description. So, let's talk Joe Budden. Also, follow Same Spit Different Face on Instagram and click the like button on the video. Now, Spit Squad. It brings me great pleasure for this, right? Because I like when creators create their own thing and they keep it and they try to have ownership of it. But not only that, when it actually works for them, because I mean, 100% of zero is zero. So if it has no value behind it, you should definitely keep working until it has value. But it's a lot of people who have small value and don't appreciate that value or don't want to take the time to grow that value, and so they give it away so early or so fast, and they never really able to have full control of it or ownership or grow it, whatever you want to call it. So Joe Budden TV, he introduced today, introducing the See the Thing Is podcast on the Joe Budden Network, and is hosted by Bridget Kelly, Mandy B, and Olivia Dope. That's a nice name, Olivia Dope. So I mean, just to break this down, everybody was talking about all these things like Charlemagne started the Black Effect Network, which is basically he ended up teaming up with iHeartRadio. And I said at first, I said, "Yo, why don't he just put that on his own platform, Charlemagne the God TV, and get these people their equity in it, let them have ownership, and just build it from the ground up? You gonna definitely build your channel up if you have all these dope people that represent what you represent yourself as. You can't help but to build that channel up." But he decided to go with the bag, and I can't knock nobody for doing what they feel like they need to do as a man, as a partnership, whatever you want to call it. Now, Joe Budden, he took the route that Kevin Hart took. Man, I'm gonna make my own network. I'm gonna LLC it. I'm gonna get it all put together, and then I'm going to throw it on my channel because I see value in it. Now, do I think Joe Budden got the M's? Yeah, of course, Joe Budden got a lot of money. Do I think he gave these people M's to be on his platform? No. I think he gave them a few $1,000s. And by a few thousand, I don't mean like 5 to 10. I mean he probably gave them like, all right, I'm gonna give you 100,000, or I'm gonna give you 200,000, something like that. Something that can get them really started in the right direction in their career. And then I believe he said, okay, it's gonna be some bonuses if you hit certain numbers. We'll split the advertisement 50-50 right down the middle. I think he, especially since Joe Budden has been having this crazy little concept of what's going on with his show and stuff, right? So because of what's going on with his show, um, I think that him, just like Kanye West, he's in the position to where he has to do what's right with everything that's going on and everything that he's speaking for ownership and people of things like that. And matter of fact, let me try to see if I can get Swain from Swain Podcast on the line to chime in on it.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a...
Nah, man, he must be busy, so I couldn't get through to him. But if he called back, I'm gonna put him on air. But we talk about ownership all the time. We just had a real dope conversation not too long about that, and yeah, that's how it really turned out to be. But I think that, matter of fact, I need to call my other homie too, man. I want to let him chime in on it and see what he thinks. Yeah, man. So hold on, right quick. See if he pick up. Yeah, man.
Hello?
Yo, what up?
I ain't in the crib yet. I'm on my way to the crib.
All right, you driving though?
Yeah.
All right, man. You know what it is, man. I picked up for you. First of all, I gotta let you know, man. We on Same Spit Different Face podcast. So I started talking about it, and I was just like, "Yo, let me see what these niggas think." But anyway, I ended up getting you. So what exactly? I'm talking about the Joe Budden situation, right? So you know how when I did my video last week about Charlemagne, I was just like, he a big enough entity to stick on his own. Why he didn't just put it on YouTube and start his network and build it out from there, like Kevin Hart did with LOL Network. And
Right.
Joe Budden announced today that he's starting the Joe Budden Network and he running it right off of Joe Budden TV. How brilliant is that, man?
Like I say, with both of them, it ain't no losing. It ain't no loss.
Yeah.
Everything is a win.
You're right. I literally
One
just
just
said that.
starting farther behind than the other one.
I literally just said that on the podcast. I said, yo, I can't knock a man for wanting to take that monetary security and put himself and his family in a position. So 100%, I can't be mad at it. You feel me? But I do think at the same time, on the flip of the coin, yeah, one might start further ahead, but what is the endurance like for that situation? Yeah, you're gonna have a machine pushing you, but on the back end, how much money are you gonna make? How much money are you gonna have to split? How much ownership are you giving up? And we know from doing like dealing with independent artists that a partnership deal really don't mean a partnership. You don't really have control if you're in a 50-50 partnership. Having control is being in a 51-49 partnership. Anything, if you own anything over 51% or up, you own that company. You mean everything. But a partnership, and like I said on my other podcast too, when somebody else is putting the money up for you, bro, they own that podcast. They own that store. They own whatever it is because at the end of the day, your name may be on it, but all they have to do is stop funding you and everything stop right there, especially when they got you in the contract and it's on their network.
I feel everything you saying, but once again, it's all about how you look at the situation. If you go into the situation, you weigh the pros and cons. Of course, you could say, they can say fuck this shit, and I'm asked out at the end of the day. But let's look at a deal like LeBron and Nike. LeBron's first deal with Nike wasn't the greatest deal. LeBron stuck around and became his deal worth like $1 billion just off the equity and the sweat equity that he put into somebody else's company. But let's say LeBron wanted to start his own shoe company fresh out of high school, and that's what he did. And somehow his career didn't pan out like it's supposed to pan out. LeBron ain't the greatest. He ain't the GOAT of this era. Do anybody care about his shoe? Did him turning down Nike turn out successful if he don't actually achieve everything he's supposed to achieve?
Okay, so
that's
let's,
why I say a partnership ain't bad as long as you know your goal. If I'm with you, if I say I'm going to do a 3-year partnership with y'all, we're going to split everything 50-50, I'm still putting myself in position to still be a boss. That don't make me lesser or more than anybody.
Actually, it makes you equal, which means you don't have any real control over it. You only have the control that they let you have.
Man, I'm 100% sure they're not going to tell Charlamagne how to run this network. They just simply gonna get him the fuel and say, hey, just don't go over the envelope.
Exactly.
Don't create no controversy.
But
even if you own your own 100% outright, controversy ain't always good, bro.
No, I'm not saying controversy is good. The difference is, what do you see as controversial? My limits to push the line may be different to what your limits to push the line is. That's what I'm saying. And you've been a part of a bunch of things. You've done a lot of work in the past that was successful. So you understand that the limit of what somebody else may be willing to do or where they may be able to go to try to succeed or to try to push the brand forward, you may feel like, yo, that ain't what it is. We don't need to do that. You may be right. But if they have the majority of the say-so, or if they feel like they started the brand, that's where it stop at. You can't override them. So what you can do is you can fight with them over the brand, or you can say, I'm going to walk away and create my own new brand.
The Black Effect is Charlamagne. That's his.
It's his IP. It's his identity. And yeah, he do own it. I know. Oh, and I did find out too, which is actually a good thing too, from what I've heard, I haven't been able to 100% confirm, but he licensing it out. So if he actually licensing it, that's even better.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody looking at it. That's what I'm saying. Like, ownership is different levels to ownership, bro. Like, if Comcast came to you and was like, man, we want to turn your podcast into something like what Joe Budden doing on Revolt TV, we want to license your brand for 2 years, you're not going to turn that down, because once again, that's going to get you exposure that you didn't have. All you got to do is capitalize off of it at this point. So when you going into a situation, you got to know your why.
Yeah.
If you don't know your why, then that's how you end up in a horrible deal doing something that morally you don't even respect yourself.
Hey, man, you make perfect sense. And I really didn't call you to, like, get into the Charlemagne did a bad job conversation, because at the end of the day, every man has the right to make whatever decision they see fit for their business or they walk of life. So to me, I can't really say he did a bad job. I refuse to say that. But I will say, at that point when I first heard about it, I wish he would have stayed more independent in order to just keep his shit running a certain type of way. That's all.
Hey, but shout out to Joe Budden Network, because I'm definitely going to be wherever they go. Because I only had Spotify.
He at YouTube, bro. He on YouTube. He not going nowhere. He actually changed his logo to Joe Budden Network, and it's right up on his Joe Budden TV. So I'm sure he probably talking with YouTube to try to get the name changed from Joe Budden TV to Joe Budden Network.
Yeah, did you used to watch Joe Budden TV? Because technically Joe Budden started all this.
Oh yeah, he talked about it all the time. I heard he started this shit probably like 12 years ago. But yeah, I'm not up on it.
Yeah, he started the reality TV on YouTube. So Joe Budden, he know his why, and his why is to never have to answer to anybody. And even with his Spotify deal, I'm pretty sure he found himself answering to them, or like they said, they couldn't go on vacation when they wanted to, and all types of stuff. So ownership was important for Joe Budden 100%, but Joe Budden ain't the normal person though. You know, Joe Budden done made money off rap and podcasting and TV. So Joe Budden get money in multiple ways. So
but he went broke too. He went broke after rap. Let's not forget that. He went broke after rap. He went broke like Lil Jon.
I guarantee if I ever could speak to Joe Budden, I guarantee he'll say that taught him the most valuable lesson, which is ownership. And if he refused to let somebody else be the captain of his boat. And like I say, he got multiple streams of income at this point where, you know what I'm saying, if he self-destruct is completely on him. And if I'm in a situation, bro, I would want my fate to lie in my own hands, good or bad.
My
company that would liquidate my assets.
My last thing on this is that my only knock on Charlemagne is on Black Privilege's book, which is a really good book, and also every day on the radio, he talk about people like, the first thing y'all do is run to the white man for money. It's good black businesses out here y'all could team up with, and you could start your own platform. Like, that was one of his criticisms with Joe Budden. Yo, why you talking about what Spotify don't do? You got to negotiate, or you can start this business yourself. You run it yourself. So to me, I just feel like it's hypocritical for what you're saying. But I ain't going to go too further deep into it, man. I appreciate that you chiming in on this. Spit Squad, drop below in the comments and let me know what you think. Also, check out Hip Hop Artist of the Week in the description, and it's free. So click the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell. Peace.